Hello. In this video, we are going to learn how to update our pricing in AutoBid using the Harrison Publishing House pricing service. So one of the first things we need to do is go to our master settings and go to our company settings. And in here, you're going to notice on the general settings tab, the pricing service options. We're going to pick the other pricing services, which is Harrison, All Price, or Ferguson, as an alternative to the trade service pricing service. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to log on to HBH's Syncs website to get to our price updates. Once we're logged in here, we could take a look under the Quick Pen icon, and you'll notice AutoBid and Downloads is available. Now, this takes us to a screen that displays the updates log for this AutoBid. And I could see here there's an update available, and I could verify the date on it. And it looks like it would be current. And then I can go over to my downloads button. And once I click that, you can see a file begins to download, and it's down in our status bar of our browser, the pen.upd file. Once that's been downloaded to our local hard drive, you need to make sure you put it in a place that you can navigate to. And so here I've created a folder called Harrison Price Updates, and there is the pen.upd file, which is the Harrison format for update files. Now that I've got that file there, let's go and see in the other pricing service area, how do we actually do the update? Now, when it opened this up, it does have a log from a previous update showing to us. So let's go under File and Import. And it's going to bring in the Import to Harrison page up. Now, if we hit this ellipsis button, we can navigate to that same location for that pen.upd file. Now, it'll remember this by default. Now, I'm also going to go here with the default selections of an update file, piping and library items, and a full update log. We'll click OK. Now, this is going to run for a while, depending on how large the update is. As it's doing the update, and it's verifying the prices, we may get this confirmation window that shows up. And what this is basically saying is that the manufacturer has discontinued this item. And so the price is no longer valid. And now we have a couple of choices here. We could blank the price out, or we can keep the old price. Probably blanking out the price would be the best practice for this, so that if this item gets used in the future, you'll get an error message for a missing price. We'll continue to let this run. Now, once it's done, a dialog box pops up and it says that the update is complete and if there was any errors and the number of items that were updated. Now I could see the line numbers, I could see the price codes, I could see if the update was posted, and actually there's a note with descriptions of the items. Now, the next important step would be to find out what multipliers are affected by this update. So under the View menu, we have that option. And in here, when this opens up, you can see I have three columns. I have multiplier column, the table name that multiplier goes to, and then the HPH group number. Now what I want to do is take the multiplier and drag that up into this gray bar. And see, now it's going to give me a list of just the multipliers sorted alphabetically. Now one of the things that catches my eye here is the F2700 NIPCO fittings, because this is a very common item for us. And I can see the list of all the fittings that have changed. It seems like NIPCO's done a rather large update here. So my next step is I'm going to close these screens out and I'm going to go to my piping items to get some more information. Now I'm going to navigate through the piping items tree down to the copper fittings. And I'll just pick on a very common fitting such as the 90-degree elbow. Now notice the manufacturer's name was filled in here from the price update, and the date that this price became effective. I could also go to my size multipliers and I can confirm there's the F2700 that we'd seen in our earlier screen. And I can see what the multiplier is. It's a 0.45 in this case. Now I need to call my vendor to see if that multiplier is still valid. If it's not valid, I can go to my master multipliers and modify that value. One thing your vendor will be interested in is to make sure that you're using the most current pricing. So if I go back to my price tab, I can then still see that date when this price became effective. And for reference, there's the Harrison price codes. So this is how you do a pricing update in AutoBid using the Harrison pricing service.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Visit mep.trimble.com for even more product resources.